There we go. Tucker's racist text that freaked out Fox. I actually did see this, and I read through it last night. It's really bad, but there's no way this is why they got rid of him. I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't realize Will even went live. Crazy. Yeah, it said that he went live at right on time, but it must have broken because his internet is fucked. Okay, so let's read this really quick. We'll just read this really quick. So if you've been following, so I had a YouTube video last week about Tucker Carlson where we talked about his firing and possible reasons why he was fired, including the fact that Fox has like a file on, like a dirt file on him, which is weird. I don't think that's why. But then I think a reporter from the New York Times, I believe, was saying that there was a text message that was discovered during discovery in the Dominion lawsuit case that was really damning, and that's why they fired him. So let's go ahead. We're gonna read through some of this, and then hopefully read through the text message, and then we'll talk about that a little bit. Okay, let's see. A text message obtained by the New York Times shows Tucker Carlson describing a video depicting a group of Trump guys beating an Antifa kid and stating that it's not how white men fight. Okay, that is racist as fuck. The message, discovered on the eve of a jury trial for Dominion voting system defamation lawsuit against Fox News, reportedly led to the abrupt firing of Carlson, who hawked racist rhetoric on his show Tucker Carlson Tonight for years. The former host reportedly sent the message on January 7th, 2021 to one of his producers after Trump supporters attacked the Capitol on January 6th, 2021. The former, in the message, Carlson described how a couple of weeks ago, Trump supporters beat an Antifa kid. Carlson then expressed a desire to see the men kill the person he had described as the Antifa kid. Jumping a kid like that is dishonorable, obviously, he wrote. It's not how white men fight. Yet suddenly I found myself rooting for the mob against the man, hoping they'd hit him harder, kill him. I really wanted them to hurt the kid. I could taste it. Holy shit. First of all, he texts in his voice. That's fucking weird. Second of all, that's horrible. Let's read the whole text message because it's right here. Let's read the whole text. I think this is important. A couple of weeks ago, I was watching a video of people fighting in the street in Washington. A group of Trump guys surrounded an Antifa kid and started pounding the living shit out of him. It was 3 against 1, at least. Jumping a guy like that is dishonorable, obviously. It's not how white men fight. Yet suddenly I found myself rooting for the mob against the man, hoping they'd hit him harder, kill him. I really wanted them to hurt the kid. I could taste it. Then somewhere deep in my brain an alarm went off. This isn't good for me. I'm becoming something I don't want to be. The Antifa creep is a human being. Much as I despise what he says and does, much as I'm sure I'd hate him personally if I knew him, I shouldn't gloat over his suffering. I should be bothered by it. I should remember that somewhere somebody probably loves this kid and would be crushed if he was killed. If I don't care about those things, if I reduce people to their politics, how am I better than he is? Now, obviously at the end of that, you see a little remorse for his form of thinking there. That doesn't excuse the fact that he got on live TV for years and spouted racist shit, and the fact that he was sitting there admitting that he was hoping that a group of Trump people murdered an Antifa kid. Okay? Horrible text message, okay? But do I think that's why he was fired? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I'll tell you why. Fox News paid him for years millions and millions of dollars to say things like this on air. There's no shot they fired him over this. Maybe they're using this as their excuse and they had another reason that they're not saying, but no shot that this is the reason why. This is what they've been paying him to say. This is exactly what they want him to say. Horrible. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to find something else here. Okay, I found a Twitter profile with leaked videos. So hold on, let me find that thread really quick. Let me find that thread. Oh, hold on, sorry, I'm just trying to find the right thread here. Okay, here's one video. In this behind-the-scenes video, Tucker Carlson talks about how he was triggered by Dominion's lawyer, who calls him a slimy motherfucker during his deposition.
Well, that was a week, I'll say. Holy shit. 10 hours. That slimy little motherfucker sitting across from me. Oh, you're the best. And I wasn't talking about you. It's just the opposite.
He's giving me a compliment.
No, I'm not. What do you mean? Because you've never been this affirmed in your life? I bet. Thank you, Alex. Have a happy weekend. See you, man. The amount, it was so unhealthy, the hate. Thank you, Teresa. The hate that I felt for that guy. I mean, thank you, Todd.
How could you not?
I never feel that way, you know, because I don't put myself, I don't want to feel that way. I think it's wrong. It's bad. It's totally bad for you to feel that way. But that guy, I mean, he triggered the shit out of me. Where are you now? Where do you live? I mean, the amount of times I had, first of all, fuck you on my lips was like, it was unbelievable. Suggesting that I was cheating on my taxes?
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. So where are you domiciled? Where are you now? Do you own a home there? I was like, no, I do not own a home in Maine, which I don't, by the way.
Calls him a slimy motherfucker. And the amount of hate I had for that guy was unhealthy. Jesus Christ, dudes, calm down. Is that the only video we've got? Hold on, sorry. We've got more Fox leaks. Hold on. We might this page might have all of them, so let me just see really quick here. Got that. No, we just have the one. We just have the one there. Let's see what this says. Well, let's see what this video has to say here.
Of some behind-the-scenes comments from Carlson have also surfaced since Fox settled its lawsuit with Dominion. Left-leaning group Media Matters posting a video appearing to show Carlson chatting with host Piers Morgan before an interview.
If we're going to talk about sex, I'd love to hit some of the fine points of technique.
Previously, the New York Times reported it had obtained a video of Carlson discussing his, quote, postmenopausal fans and referring to a woman as, quote, yummy. Of some behind-the-scenes comments from Carlson.
Ew, what a fucking creep, dude. Come on. We've got a new Fox leak. Creepy behind the scenes comments. Okay, yeah, so I think that's all we've got so far. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a thread here. So here's the first video.
Thrilled that you're doing this. I've gotten more calls from people about it.
Oh, that's great. Whatever I got to say, when I came to New York a couple of weeks ago, I couldn't believe how welcoming and friendly everybody was. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, they really mean it from the owners on down.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool to see it. I like that. It's a good, people are nice in this company, I think. They've always been nice to me anyway.
I completely agree. Everyone's been very, very friendly and very nice, and I really appreciate it. But thank you so much for coming on. It's fantastic.
I bet that doesn't change. Of course.
Yeah. It's just great to have you on my show. I mean, I've been on yours enough times. It's great.
I think it's totally cool. So let's, if we're going to talk about sex, I'd love to hit some of the fine points of technique. But it's your show. It's totally up to you.
We can certainly talk about your sexual technique, especially after your tanning testicles last week.
Not mine. We'll speak in more general terms, but I've got something to add.
What? What are they on about? This is weirding me out. Okay, hold on. There's more.
On that score, I will say. You wouldn't? Okay. I'm not, you know what? I'm not qualified on that score, I will say. I thought his girlfriend was kind of yummy. Just kidding, in case this is being pulled off the bird. Yeah, the bird. Hey, media matters for America. Go fuck yourself. That's the first thing I want to say tonight. Second thing is, totally kidding, I don't even know what his girlfriend looks like. And if I did, I would not find her yummy. You wouldn't? Okay, I'm not.
Ew, dude, come on. Yeah, his girlfriend's kind of yummy. What the hell? Let's see. On set, Carlson tells someone off camera, I can never assess my appearance. I wait for my post-menopausal fans to weigh in on that.
I can never assess my appearance. I wait for my post-menopausal fans to weigh in on that. Might be.
Because they're the only ones that find you attractive.
What? They want to control me from afar? Okay, I'm putting the leash on. You can... Fuck it, we'll do it live! I got you, baby. Well, I feel great. I could...
Okay, it sounds like there's not much in here, okay? Honestly, that's fine. It's fine. Here, let me just do a quick Google search to make sure there isn't any new news on Tucker Carlson. But honestly, none of that, all of that's disgusting, right? It's gross. But it's like, is that really why he got fired from Fox? Is that really why he got fired from Fox? Carlson's tweet that alarmed Fox leaders. He did... The tweet didn't alarm fucking anyone. They paid him to say that shit for years. Are we losing our minds? Like the New York Times hard-hitting reporting. Fox leaders Pikachu face at the same shit that they tell Tucker Carlson to tell his fans during a text message? What the hell? Hold on just a second. I think this is a... Okay, here's a former producer from Fox News. Let's see if I can get this to play.
If you're looking for a Medicare supplement insurance,
come on.
Smart now.
God, I'm not giving. I don't know what the fuck this ad's for, but we're not. No free ads. If AARP wants to sponsor the stream, then we'll give it to him. I'll give him an ad spot. Something tells me that the AARP doesn't want to sponsor my stream. Something tells me old people don't want to listen to what I have to say.
When you heard that Tucker Carlson got fired, did you feel vindicated in a way?
In a way I did at first. It was a shock. So there's obviously a lot to process.
You didn't expect that they would do that?
I didn't believe people when they told me.
Because he had so much power at the network.
I thought he was invincible. I thought his team was invincible, and they believed they were too, by the way that they behaved.
You say in 2 of your lawsuits, you say that you endured a quote, work environment that subjugates women based on vile sexist stereotypes, typecasts religious minorities, belittles their traditions, and demonstrates little to no regard for those suffering from mental illness. In another lawsuit, you say Mr. Carlson's derogatory comments toward women and his disdain for those who dare to object to such misogyny is well known on the set of Tucker Carlson Tonight.
Pikachu face.
What you say are his attitudes that permeated the culture at his show.
Of course, and I think the best example of that was when I ultimately, and I'm jumping ahead, did stand up and complain to one of my supervisors. His answer to me was, Tucker sets the tone for the show, and we follow Tucker's tone. Wow. And that summarizes everything.
So people got a message from Tucker Carlson that it was okay to use the C word or whatever it was, and they felt emboldened to do that too.
I think that they took pride and joy in doing it. They thought it was fun. It was just really kind of a bro fest there.
It's also incredible, your descriptions of I don't know if it's he was always like this or his ratings and power went to his head, but from what you say, he talks as if he was in the position to destroy campaigns and would actually threaten politicians, like, if you don't come on the show, we're going to, some congressman, if you don't come on the show, we're going to destroy your campaign.
I believe that.
His lieutenant, Justin Wells, who was fired along with.
His show was the #1 cable news show, and maybe even the #1 show on cable networks, period. Okay? So when he's saying, oh, somebody was claiming that he had the power to tank somebody's political career, he did. He did. Think about all the horrible, horrible shit that he says and how many people that you have in your life or that your friends have in their life that repeat those same talking points word for word. He does have that kind of power. He does have that kind of power. He can make or break somebody's political career with his show. Or he could before he was fired.
With him, I have messages I was just looking at today saying we are the most powerful political platform in the Republican Party. And they acted that way, especially leading up to the 2022 midterms. They would say there was, like Ron Johnson, for example, the office called me and said, he'll come on the show, but are you going to destroy him? Because this will ruin his chances. It will be over for him.
So the politicians were terrified of it.
Yeah, they were. And that was a power that I was terrified of, too. I don't think journalists should have that kind of power to threaten and bully people. And Tucker did and reveled in it.
Calling Tucker Carlson a journalist is so fucking funny to me. It's like, bro, that's not a journalist. That's a propagandist, and he's just a horrible racist. Like, don't give him the title of journalist. That is so silly. It's fine. It's like I that whole thing. So that, by the way, if you guys didn't know, there is a lawsuit against Tucker Carlson and his show right now because and by the person who's on the screen because she experienced anti-Semitism and misogyny while working there. And that is not okay in any sort of way, right? But she was working at the anti-Semitism misogyny store selling anti-Semitism and misogyny.